Hello, my friends. You are looking to an optical disintegration of Aesop, the great fabulist painted by Velázquez and other genius. In real, Velázquez created the most authentic Aesop ever made. I am Hernan and I invite you to check it out with me. The Life of Aesop was an ancient book very popular in Velázquez's time. It recounted the adventures of Aesop, a dwarf, pot-bellied and hunchbacked slave who was insulted for his ugliness. You see that Aesop was quite ugly yet very intelligent and ironic, so that all those who interact with him got captivated with his wisdom, even though Aesop would criticize or make fun of them, always with a great sense of humor. Steinhuber drew in 1477 these images of Aesop's life. Aesop wrote the famous animal fables. If you haven't yet read them, you should. Aesop fables will never lose their relevance, and they are very useful to reflect on human condition. The Torre de la Parada was a royal hunting site that housed a spectacular collection of cynegetic and mythological paintings. Velázquez's contribution was based mainly on portraits of the royal family on hunting trips, court jesters and depictions of Menippus, Mars and our friend Aesop. I suppose that Velázquez knew the book on Aesop's life inside out. For its animal fables, it fit very well in the environment of the Torre de la Parada. Aesop was well known for his fearless diatribes to the powerful one. His representation placed in the Torre de la Parada expressed his contempt for human miseries. But before continuing with Aesop's life, let's talk a little bit about Velázquez. The great Ramón Gallá thought that Velázquez didn't follow the rules of pictorial composition, like colors, drawing, perspective, etc. And precisely for this reason, Velázquez created Las Meninas, a sublime and indefinable work with a masterful perspective and space, loaded with hidden symbolism. Without pretending to make art, only to represent life and what reality hides from us. Here the spinners as an example. It's mesmerizing to watch the movement of the wheel or the halo of light penetrating softly in the illuminated background. Velázquez transformed reality into an incomparable art. Disregarding Rubens' fuzziness or Goya's flamboyance. Instead is Aesop as clothing and footwear that could have been worn by beggars of any of the Cervantes exemplary novels. Aesop's facial features are ambiguous. Is he a man, a woman, or a transgender? He looks at us without staring as other Velázquez characters usually do. Is he uncomfortable with our presence, or do we simply not deserve his attention? Professor Adrados argued that Aesop personified the scapegoat. There is something of that in the bitter resignation that his face expresses. He looks hurt and disappointed. However, his upright posture conveys both disdain and superiority. Aesop was falsely accused of theft and thrown off a cliff by the people of the Delphi oracle after he acidly reproached them for their greed and hypocrisy. This painting should be called Aesop at Delphi. Velázquez purifies the brown color by staining with loose strokes the protagonist, the environment, and the elements of still life at Aesop's feet. You see, no drawing lines. In 1638, Velázquez used color because there is no choice but to use it. Check out Velázquez's magic. The shoe does change into loose scratches from up close. The book, the bucket and the luggage are three iconographic elements characteristic of Aesop. The meaning of the book is easy, Aesop's fables. Notice that he used the same shade of light brown for the pages and the hand. Check my friend Velázquez's abstract brushstrokes on the book cover. The iconography of the bucket of water and rag relates to an anecdote from Aesop's life. We recount it below in the comments section of this video. Remember that Aesop made fun of people while entertaining them at the same time. In the luggage next to Aesop's left foot, the people of Delphi hid a sacred chalice to accuse him of having stolen it. Aesop was judged and executed. As I said, Velázquez achieved the most faithful representation of Aesop without sticking to the iconography of the previous descriptions. Aesop's true reality gets transparent through his ambivalent monochrome figure. Velázquez's Aesop is like a ghostly apparition that, quoting Milan Kundera, warns us of the unbearable lightness of being. Dear friends, in my opinion, Velázquez's Aesop is a very underrated work. I hope it serves to remind us of his sarcastic insolence with the powerful. Hopefully you enjoyed and refreshed your knowledge of Aesop. Irina will be with you again in the next video. ¡Hasta luego!